screw it up, man.
Hey, the tables have legs.
Oh!
Here we go. Guys. Here we go. Do they? Oh, there's one right there.
The State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Tournament champion Drake Bulldogs are with us, also the regular season champions. They're the second team in this tournament's history to win 3 in a row, following Southern Illinois back in the day. We have the 5 starters, plus the 6th man of the year, Tavion Banks here, Mitch Mascari, Daniel Abreu, Isaiah Jackson, Cam Mayow, Bennett Sturts next to me. The head coach, Ben McCullum, is in the middle. We're going to ask him to make a statement on the championship game, and then we'll go to questions to anyone on this dais. Ben, please.
Yeah, like I've said quite a few times, you know, our intent when we came in here was to build for the long term and the long haul, and we wanted to make sure that we assess their character, you know, get essentially intangible talent, tough kids that want to serve each other and love each other. You know, I think a lot of people say that, but they don't necessarily do that when it comes down to it. So we ended up with 12 guys, ended up with 9 that actually, because when Andrew went out, we had 9 guys that were essentially eligible to play. And I think you'd see the result of a lot of good kids, a lot of good people, great staff, excellent administration, and it, you know, this is the result of all those people coming together and making this happen.
Start right here. Thank you.
Thanks. Coach, yesterday you talked about how one of the reasons you came to Drake was for the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament. Has it sunk in yet that in year 1 you're going to be able to check that off of your bucket list?
Yeah, I mean, to a certain level, it's kind of cliche to say, I guess, but you know, when you win championships, a lot of times it's really goes back to just like the memories of the summer and the fall and the spring and all that stuff. You know, part of the, I guess, winter in Iowa. And just what it took to get there. And so when I go to work every day, I'm essentially just working with, you know, my friends. You know, I've got my staff and then my players, you know, who I try to get close with, and that's my job. I get paid to do that. It's a heck of a deal, and obviously the NCAA tournament was a big, it's probably the straw that broke the camel's back in regards to taking this job. It was about 3 a.m. one morning, and I'm pretty close to taking it, and then I kind of woke up and I'm like, man, I want to make the NCAA tournament. Like, I want to do that, the Division I. And so took the job, and now we're there.
Go ahead.
Coach, you and Brian Wardle kind of trading blows in that first half, both making small adjustments. What at halftime did you talk to your team about to be able to have them come out quickly in that second half and be able to close it out?
Boy, I mean, just doing a lot of the same things we were doing. I thought we were pretty good. Outside of the first 5 minutes, we were a little behind the ball, a little bit defensively. Part of that was our offense wasn't clicking. You know, as far as adjustments goes, you know, just play harder, you know, play more physical, play tougher, get more 50-50 balls. And so even from the beginning of the season, it was death by 1,000 paper cuts. And so it's just one little thing after one little thing, and eventually that adds to big things. And our guys have the mentality to be able to do that and not try to throw haymakers. We just come out and jab, jab, jab all game long, and then hope that it works out at the end.
Coach, you're the second coach in Drake program history to win both the MVC division title and the MVC conference championship in the same season since 2008. And this is all in your first season, as well as reaching 30 wins. How does it feel to make such a deep impact on Drake's program in year 1 here?
Yeah, second at Drake or the second in the MVC?
Second at Drake when
did it?
they won the MVC division title and the conference championship in the same season.
Yeah. How does that feel, you said? Yeah. You know, it's the people that you surround yourself with. It really, I'd be lying if I said it had much to do with me outside of picking the right people. That's usually what I'm pretty good at. It take a long time to do it. Probably my greatest strength and greatest weakness is my patience. But you know, when you're patient and you get the right kids, a lot of times good things happen for you. And we got the right kids. Our staff, we didn't finish our staff till August. We didn't finish our schedule till October. And so sometimes, not always, Obviously, I was pretty decisive with the 4 that came. I think Tavion was pretty decisive with. Cam wasn't very decisive with us. He was annoying, but we ended up getting him anyway. It's just a result of people. It has nothing. It had very little to do with what I've done or whatever. It has to do with picking the right people, the staff and the players included.
Yep. Go right back here. Thank you.
This one for Cam. Rebounding was huge today for you guys to come out on top. Bradley, of course, a team that appears on paper a lot more with a little more size. How were you guys just able to go into this game and not worry about what's on paper and really take over the glass today?
I would just say the belief of our guys. I feel like we have some of the best rebounders probably in the country. So we, whenever a shot goes up, we're pretty confident that we'll be able to get it. And coach says treat rebounds as passes. So on the offensive glass, if they shoot it, the mentality is I'm gonna get it, and if I don't get it, I'm mad.
And coach is mad.
I'm going to have Daniel Abreu approach that question as well, get his opinion on the rebounding.
I think multiple guys that are just amazing at chasing the ball. Kale had that possession where did he get 3 in a row, or it was intense, whatever it was. So it was big time just to give us those extra possessions, and I mean in turn making us play less possessions on defense.
Question in the back.
Yeah. What type of life lessons have you guys learned throughout the season?
All right, we'll go with Bennett. And, yeah. We'll have Bennett, Isaiah, and Tavion answer that one.
First, I think it's about the journey, not the destination like right now. I think it's special right now, but it's just looking back on the season right now, summer, fall, just the grind through the season. That's what's special to me, the journey.
For me, it's learning how to continue to win. Winning is hard, and sustaining that is the hardest part. As being, a team that usually wins. So whenever we can keep that up, I think that's the hardest part. We get everybody's best shot every night, so that teaches us a lot to, always have to be ready because the other team will be ready as well.
I would say, just trying to be the teammate to be there and do my job. Just joining a new program, it was pretty tough. It was a lot of ups and downs, but I got to figure it all out.
Next question right here.
This one's for Cam. Cam, coming out of halftime, you were in a different jersey, number 1 compared to number 3 when you normally wear. What ended up happening during halftime there?
During the first half, someone's blood got all over my jersey, so we just ended up switching it so we didn't have to mess with it, like having to try and clean stuff. We just switched to a new one that we had.
Thanks. You're good.
Oh, I did?
It's tight.
Tight.
That's all that weight training in the preseason.
All right, so this one's for Isaiah, Daniel, Bennett, and Mitch. Just for all you guys coming from Northwest Missouri State last year, winning a championship in D2, or winning the conference championship in D2. Now you're here. What's the journey for you four been, being teammates also with Coach McCollum as well?
Mitch, we're going to start with you, and we're going to come this way, please.
It's been very special. Everyone talks about the fact that I had a job and that kind of stuff, but when I was making the decision, this is what I thought about, and I knew that when we had Ben McCollum on our sidelines, that this was possible for us, and he was going to put us in the right position. So it's just it's another conference tournament. Nothing totally special about it. We got more to do, but it feels really good right now.
Fun, I guess. It's been amazing. I kind of had faith in all of our guys from day one. I knew what we were capable of at the D2 level, and I didn't think it was going to be that big of a difference. Nor did the coaches. They were like, "Hey, we can compete at this level too. Just bring it like you did at D2." It's been great.
For me, it means everything to me. I'm not ever going to take any of these championships for granted. This is a dream to be able to, next go into the NCAA tournament. It's been a dream, and we've won at the highest level at the Division II level, and we came here to prove ourselves, and I think we've done a pretty good job, and we still got one more game.
It was a pretty easy decision for me to come to Drake, but it's been a super fun year. My roommate's Daniel Abreu, so that speaks for itself. It's been pretty exciting.
It's amazing,
and,
isn't
yeah,
it?
It's
amazing.
sometimes. It's been fun.
Poor Bennett.
He's a great cook. Bennett's an amazing cook. Yeah.
Question in the back.
Bennett, you've won the regular season Player of the Year as well as now the tournament Most Outstanding Player. How does it feel playing at such a high level in your first year at D1?
It feels good. I'm not trying to be a great player or anything. I'm just trying to be there for my team and help us win. Just wanted to play confident today and just took some open shots and be aggressive today.
Right there on the aisle, thank you.
Are there any sort of traits from today's game that you're looking to take to March Madness? Open question for anyone.
We'll have Isaiah answer this, and then Mitch, and finish with the coach.
Traits, I think just keeping our head in it. We kind of came out flat the game before yesterday, but kind of sustaining that lead and trusting in each other and, making the plays that nobody wants to make. Like, you got T and Cam getting rebounds. And, I think that's what is going to help us move on to the next game. Those are the type of traits that help us win.
Just being resilient, not taking any plays off, and just trying to do what other teams won't. We don't have most athletic guys other than me, but
That's funny.
Are you the slowest player in Division I? No.
but we're willing to fight for it, and I think that's kind of what separates us.
Yeah, I think that the things that I kind of knew all those things coming in. I think the thing that I'll take is not necessarily just one individual, but an example from this game. It's interesting. Kale had not played for 2 straight games and probably got pulled. I think he went in for 30 seconds, got pulled both games. And it was just more lineups. It was, other guys were rolling, et cetera, et cetera. Instead of pouting, he decides to come out and really put his mark on this game. And I think that's what all of our kids do is they do want for each other's success. I think we've learned that. I think we learned it throughout this tournament, and hopefully we can take that with us.
Anything else for the tournament champions? All right, gentlemen, I know you represent the Missouri Valley Conference very well in a couple of weeks. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.